brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Falcons and the Rams, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, it's been a good season for them so far. They're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their record. Now they want to increase it. A win here could really get the momentum going in the right direction.
Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3 cornerback.
And what a great game that was to watch last week, because he put on a show in the wild card round with 5 touchdown passes. So if you ever want to see what a hot quarterback looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And caught by London. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card. London getting involved early here and picks up the first.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll look to throw here on first down.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left.
This pass is caught by London.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run on first down with Evans.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 5. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they... to go and a chance to get back in it.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 26.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Stafford. Eluding the pressure right.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
17 yards and also a Rams first down.
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, Akers, back-to-back catches.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Stafford.
That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
On 2nd down, it's Reed. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford out to his left.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Gets around him. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Takes it to about the 37. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's dropped right at the 40. A gain of 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. In motion right is Tate. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation, and they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how often does that team that had been playing before win game 1?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. But it's a one-shot deal like the NFL. That's critical because now you come in and you get the momentum. You can take them out in that one game and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game. Running right through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 48.
Carries for him so far.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. They're exactly right.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the gun on third down, Stafford throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant, and he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Throwing again is Stafford. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. And caught by London. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. They'll set up to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. 2nd and 1. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Looking to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ridder in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come upon halftime here in this. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save his... so they can get 2 more possessions.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Matt Judon with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
2
In motion right is Tate. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Back to throw here. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 12. First down, Atlanta.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Evans running straight ahead. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, a run with Evans. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The offense on third down tonight, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. Evans running behind center. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Straight ahead is Evans. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A give up the middle to Evans. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now a handoff coming left. Evans down to about the 23.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Now back to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The LA offense ready for this next possession.
And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of the guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because...
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
They'll try the left side with Evans.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, here's Evans.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Evans, touchdown, Falcons. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Back to throw, Stafford. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, L.A.
Cooper Kupp, 75 yards. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 26.
They start the drive with Evans. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Evans.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
85 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Evans. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They'll run on first down with Evans. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
On the give, this is Evans.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
They'll try and run for this with Evans.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Koo now for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible.